Hey guys, Nox here, and this is episode 27 of Let's Talk with Some Random Guys and also the best and most awesome YouTuber in the world in high definition. I'm a little bit sick, but today is the 17th of February 2012 and our special guest is Zisteau.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good. I like how extremely long your title is. I think you should try and put that in the YouTube video description or just cram all of that into the title.
Okay. How did you get into Minecraft?
I think I got into Minecraft the way a lot of people did by seeing Nanner's Minecraft video, which led me to David X's Minecraft videos back when I guess gosh, it's been a long time. Is that
Yeah,
2 years ago or so?
yeah, that should be okay. 2 years. It was alpha, so 2 years is okay.
Yeah, I think when I got into I think maybe beta 1.2 or something was the first version I played, 1.1 or something like that. But yeah, I got in through there. I watched the first couple of each of their videos and then immediately bought it and started playing.
And tell me your first reactions on the game.
I loved it right off the bat. I've always played sandbox games where you sort of make stuff and like a Roller Coaster Tycoon or SimCity or so I thought it was really cool. At the time I had been playing Dwarf Fortress a lot, and all I liked to do in Dwarf Fortress was build gigantic castles, and I never really cared much about defending from goblins or anything. And I would always get frustrated because once you get to around 100 dwarves, the game gets so laggy you can't really do anything. So when I saw Minecraft, it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about all the dwarves running around. I can just build stuff.
Yeah, now we have the NPCs. I should maybe give Dwarf Fortress a try because I think it was JCVSMC who I interviewed who also started playing this game before Minecraft.
Yeah, actually, I saw. Now that I think about it, I was on a Dwarf Fortress message board, and they were talking about Minecraft before I knew what Minecraft was. And what I thought it was at first was like a visualizer for Dwarf Fortress, because some people make third-party programs so you can look at Dwarf Fortress in 3D. And so that's what I thought it was at first. I'm like, I don't like this. But then once I saw somebody actually playing it, I understood.
And how did you start with YouTube?
Um, I think at one point I had been watching videos for a long time, not just Minecraft, but just gaming videos on YouTube. But I think that what made me start was I wanted to learn how to edit, and I needed something to edit, so I figured I'd record myself playing and edit that. And so that's how my the intro to basically my first video, Survival Island #1, where I have this storm with lightning and I become shipwrecked and I wake up on the island. I just wanted to figure out how to edit video, so that was sort of a project I gave myself.
And have you been surprised about all the positive feedback on your videos?
Yeah, I have. It's kind of crazy. People really like my videos, which is really cool. The thing that probably surprised me the most is how widespread the community is. Like I've got subscribers from all over Europe and South America and South Africa and Australia and New Zealand, and I never really expected that. I thought it would be a lot more localized, but that's pretty amazing.
And what's the story behind your username? Because for me it sounds a bit French.
French, yeah, that this may sound a little anticlimactic. I'll tell the story. People have asked before, so I might as well tell it now. I was in high school. I was at the beach with my family, and I was driving down the little coastal highway with my brother, and we were passing all these little motels, and they have these little marquee signs outside, like saying like we have free HBO or we have this or that, and one of them said uh, jacuzzi, pool and jacuzzi or something. And so I don't know where my mind was that I thought this. I'm like, jacuzzi. That's the same first two syllables as Jacques Cousteau, the guy that invented scuba diving.
Oh
And
yeah,
for
that guy.
Yeah, Jacques Cousteau, Jacuzzi. So this is just how my mind works, I guess. So I like my mind associated those two things, and then I removed the similar syllables because it's like Jacuzzi and
Yeah.
Jacques Cousteau, so it's Zisteau.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, so I've been using that ever since then.
How did you discover Vex and his super hostile maps?
He discovered me, actually. I was in maybe half a dozen videos into my Survival Island Let's Play, and he messaged me saying, hey, I like your videos. Would you like to try out this map I've been working on called Sea of Flame? And this is like way before there was even like victory monuments or anything like that. He hadn't released it, and for some reason he picked me to play it. He just sent me this one image of that island with surrounded by lava. And at the time, it's kind of funny because I was kind of my mindset was, I don't know, man. I'm so busy doing like this one video series. I don't know if I can handle two at a time. And now I've got like seven or something.
Yeah.
But he sent me that image, and I looked at it. And I was like, ooh, I have to do this. And so yeah, so my first Sea of Flame video came out the day that he released that map. So we released it on the same time.
Cool.
Yeah.
How do you
We were,
get up? Oh,
we were supposed to do that for Legendary too. We've tried to do that a few times. We did it for Kaizo Caverns, and we were going to do it for Legendary, but I took so long to make my own texture pack for it. I got so OCD about it that I just told him to go ahead and release it early.
and how do you get all those ideas for your editing? Because you're really fancy with that.
Sometimes they just happen spontaneously. I usually like the basic stuff. I edit out something if it's just boring. My rule of thumb is if it bores me, then I don't want to make other people watch it. But sometimes things just occur to me. Like I was in my first couple Legendary videos, and I think there was like pieces of coal here and there in the walls, and so I was running around clicking on them, and it occurred to me to like string all those into one quick montage. And now I do that all the time with stuff like that. But sometimes it's just spontaneous stuff like that. Sometimes it's inspired from like a film or a different game. Like I do these little Terraria, these things in Terraria whenever I see a new monster where the screen flashes and a new monster has appeared, and then I give like stats on the monster and stuff. And that's kind of inspired by like old Final Fantasy games where the random battles would pop up and you'd hear the lightning, and
Yeah.
then you'd go into the boss fight, and when you're done, you get the little victory dance by your characters. So that's inspired by like Final Fantasy and Castlevania and stuff.
Do you
So
pl
it,
do you play? Oh, sorry.
well, yeah, it's just a variety of stuff. It's not like one source.
Do you play usual single player with like building houses and stuff?
I haven't for a long time. I had several single player maps before I started making videos, and I maintained them afterwards. And what happened, I had this hard drive crash where I lost my Survival Island and Sea of Flame saves, but I also lost all my single player saves. So after I got my computer to work, like rebuilt it after that, I've just been doing stuff for video. So I don't have a normal single player save file. I think that's kind of why I play like Kaizo Caverns or Legendary the way I do, the way I like build huge houses or roller coasters or whatever. Because I treat it like my single player save file because I don't have one. Yeah.
Do you like the additions of 1.8 and 1.9, such as food, new combat mechanics, and magical stuff?
At first, I really didn't like the food system, but I think after you add in potions, I think it makes more sense because you have the option of, the instant health potions and stuff. So at first I didn't quite like it, but I do like it quite a bit now. And some people say the game is becoming a little bit too much like a role-playing game, but I mean, I think if you just want to still build stuff, you can ignore a lot of the potion stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the new additions. I think they're cool
Do you
for
like
the most part.
do you like the end of Minecraft?
Uh, to be honest, I have yet to go to the end.
Oh, okay.
Um, I figured if I went to the end, it would probably be I would probably save it for my multiplayer series, and it's the four of us that we record that series. It's so hard to schedule us. It's really sporadic, and I've just never gotten around to doing it.
If you could add one thing to Minecraft, what would it be and why?
Um, I think if I added one thing, there's this Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 is one of my favorite games ever,
Oh yeah, one of mine's too. I like
and one of the things about that game is when you're in a theme park and you want to build a roller coaster, building a roller coaster is really fiddly, and it takes time to like get it exactly the right speed and stuff, and so it doesn't crash, and it's hard to build that while you're in the middle of trying to maintain the park and reach the goals or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they have this ability where you can go into this, I forget what it's called, but it's like a roller coaster building mode where all you do is build a roller coaster by itself, and then you can save it. And then when you're playing a park, you can just, click on that model and import it right into the game. I'd like to see something like that for the villages and also for monsters, where instead of going into like a single player or multiplayer, there'd be like a module mode where you could edit any of the buildings, because the buildings aren't really that cool looking.
Yeah.
And you could edit them to make them look however you want, as long as like the door is in the right place or whatever. So you could have these really cool villages that still procedurally generate when the map is made. And since I've started I've made a few maps and I'm working on a few maps, I'd really like to see something like that for monsters, where you could have like basic AI and then you could assign a skin, assign a certain amount of damage, and so that'd be kind of cool for map makers to be able to sort of just drag and drop a bunch of new monsters into a custom map.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like with a new AI system, maybe that's possible in the near future. That would be nice.
Yeah, you could say like, okay, I want this to have the AI of a creeper and to move this fast and have this skin, and then you would have a new monster.
Cool. If you could, or if you would have to remove one thing, what would that be?
Nether wart.
Why?
I think most of the design in Minecraft is really streamlined. I think nether wart is kind of a useless part of potion making. That you have to like you get your glass of water and then you brew it with nether wart just so you can do something else. It doesn't actually make anything. It only makes it so that you can do something else. And I think the idea is that they force you to go to the Nether and to find a fortress or whatever, but you already have to do that. You already have to kill a blaze to make the stand. So I think it's kind of
Useless.
yeah. I don't see any point to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can you imagine something like a sequel to Minecraft?
I think what they should do is just keep doing what they're doing and adding little incremental changes where they add this or that and improve the lighting system. I don't know why they would need to make a sequel unless they wanted to completely rebuild the engine in a different programming language, maybe. Other than that, I'm not sure why they would want to make a sequel.
What do you do if to keep yourself up to date in Minecraft?
I am often not up to date. I'm very bad. Like I still have not been to the end. I'm kind of like a mad scientist. I have this tower and or a laboratory, and I go in it and I make something crazy, and I don't come out till I'm done. And then I'm like, oh, time has passed on the outside world. Like there's 3 patches. Like I'm about to finish Super Hostile Legendary, and 3 other maps have come out while I've been playing it. So I don't keep up to date very well at all.
Okay, now you had the possibility to ask your questions to Zisteau, and we are going to answer most of them. So, Portal Minecraft asked, will you show us your face?
Possibly. I wouldn't do it just to do it. I would do it if I had some idea that was some idea for a video series where the my face being in it was integral to the concept, or having some sort of live action portion. I would do it if I have an idea like that. I wouldn't do it just to do it. I don't see a reason for it otherwise.
Okay, Devon50 asked, do you plan to keep making Dark Souls videos after you have beaten the final boss?
Probably, but they will probably be less frequent. I think after I finish my normal playthrough, I'm going to release a video of every death in the game I suffered in like rapid succession, and then I might do some occasional PvP videos or something like that, but they'll be sporadic.
Okay, how's this pronounced? Toxiural asks, will you be doing Spellbound Caves or just gonna wait until number 11? Super time map 11.
I still haven't decided. After I'm done with Legendary, or done releasing it anyway, I'm going to be releasing a playthrough of this multiplayer map I've been working on for a long time. And after that is done, I'm not sure. I haven't decided. I may do another Super Hostile. I may wait for the next one. I'm gonna have to ask Vex how long it's gonna be. I'm not sure is the answer.
Okay, Robin Klassen asked, are you considering competing in the next RMC tournament? Do you think you might participate in any future tournaments on Race for the Wool style maps?
It's possible. You know, I've been working on a few maps, and I have after I'm done with the two maps I've been working on that are close to being finished. I have this concept for a very big and complicated map. I think I may want to concentrate on making maps as opposed to doing more MC tourney type things. But I might do it because they're a lot of fun. So I haven't decided on that either.
Okay, B11590 asked, will you ever be doing anything Minecraft related with Good or BWO?
Yeah, it's possible. I think a long time ago, before they had really exploded, and to the size they are now, we sort of talked about something. That was a long time ago. I'm definitely open to it, to working with other people. I like making videos with other people. I'm not sure if I want to do a Super Hostile with another person because combat is so laggy.
Yeah, it is.
And the way I like approaching Super Hostile maps is I always feel out of control of the combat in multiplayer because I'm never even sure if I'm going to be able to hit the monster without the game glitching out. But yeah, I would like to. Those guys are cool.
Okay, free super duper asked, if you could live your life in one game, which would it be? And I really like this question.
That is a tough question. So does this mean I have to be like a person? So like if I pick Roller Coaster Tycoon, do I have to be one of the dudes walking around, or can I still control the amusement park?
I have no idea because I talked to a friend about it, and we thought if it's like Grand Theft Auto, maybe do you have to be Nico Bellic or do you have to live in this world where he is? But I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would have to be an open world game like Elder Scrolls or Minecraft or something where I wouldn't just get, you know, bored very easily. I could just keep making things. So maybe Minecraft, maybe an Elder Scrolls game.
Maybe.
How about no? I would like to. Okay, I'll make my answer now. It will be the Elder Scrolls 6. That's what the game I would like to live in.
That's good answer. I would pick Tetris.
Tetris?
Why not?
Which would you be, the long and skinny block or the squiggly one?
The red 4-length dude.
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Crow Mystify asks, are you actually OCD?
No, it's an act. Yes, of course. Yes, I am OCD about some things. Once I start something, I have to finish it. Like if I'm burned down a little portion of a forest, I have to burn down the whole thing. What's funny is people actually got upset at me in Super Hostile Legendary when I burned down the forest as if it was a real forest and I was advocating burning down forests in real life. But yes, I am OCD. It's true.
Okay, that's it with your questions, and now back to our interview part. Do you have any role models on YouTube or in general?
For Minecraft or just in general?
Uh, it's yeah, whatever you like.
Whatever. There's a couple people on YouTube that I really like and impressed that I'm impressed with that aren't associated with Minecraft. One of them is this guy. I think his channel is called Acorn Cinema, and he makes these game reviews and movie reviews, and
Oh
he
yeah,
puts a
I know
he
this
puts
guy.
a you know who he is?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's only got like last time I checked like 8 or 9 thousand subscribers or something. And I was amazed when I passed him in subscribers. I'm like, this guy is amazing, and nobody knows about him. He does these really highly edited, well thought out reviews that I really enjoy. And
y-
there's another guy called Syriac that makes these really weird like animations with music that he composes. Cyriak. I think those are two um, people like that. I don't necessarily have someone that I patterned myself on um, with YouTube. There's a lot of people I like, but I wouldn't say like active role models.
do you play other games than Minecraft and Dark Souls?
Yeah, I do. I played Terraria, obviously.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
I had been playing Skyrim, but it was so complicated having so many different things going on. I haven't played Skyrim a little bit, but I'm gonna go back to it after I guess when I'm done with Dark Souls. And I also play um, like Diablo, and I like some of the older role-playing games like Baldur's Gate and Planescape Torment. But in general, I tend to like either sandbox games or role-playing games or open world games. I don't really like the games where you're scripted into doing one specific thing for the story or whatever.
Do you have any goals that you want to achieve with your channel?
I don't know about specifically with the channel, but I've really become sort of obsessed with making maps now that I've started doing it. It's really fun, and I think I'm gonna keep making maps now that I've started because I really enjoy doing it. I hope people enjoy the map I'm about to release because I've put a ton of work into it.
And yeah, tell me something about your future projects.
Let's see. Legendary is about to finish. I'm not sure what my future video projects are going to be, but I do have those maps I've been working on. One is a one versus multiplayer map for Minecraft, which will probably come out, or the first video will come out in the next couple weeks. And then actually, the first map I released was called Globule. It's just this big spherical thing with a bunch of resources, and it's like a survival map, but it's has a lot more resources than most of those maps. And I originally made that because I was gonna slice off sections of it and paste it onto my multiplayer map, so that if people didn't want to play this game that the map was about, they could just go live on the sides of this like big box or whatever. And when I made it, I was like, I'll just release that as it is because it's kind of cool. So I have another. So I took the idea from that, and I have another map with like a bunch of different biomes floating in the air, separated by space, and hopefully that one will have a lot more exploration. So those are the two things I'm working on now, and they're both fairly close to being done. So hopefully I can release them in the next month or so.
That sounds cool. Do you think there will be an end of the Minecraft hype?
Eventually, but I think it's gonna be around for a while, for at least the next couple of years. Um, I think what's keeping it alive is not so much the game being developed by Mojang and like the things they're adding, but I think the community adding maps and texture packs and mods and stuff like that. I think that's going to keep the game alive for a long time. When you watch like a Call of Duty video or something, you're always going to get the same guns, the same maps,
Yeah.
the same textures. I mean, with Minecraft, there's so much possibility to make things.
Yeah, that's right. If there will be another Minecon, Jeb said it will be in Europe. Do you want another Minecon? And if yes, where shall it be? Or would you go to one in Europe?
I'd like to go. I didn't go to the last one because it was all the way in Vegas, which um, I would like to go. It just depends on how expensive it would be. I think it should be in Europe because they're in Europe, and I think all the people that missed out on the one in Vegas should be able to go that are in Europe. But am I going to be able to go to it? I'm not sure. We'll see. I'd like to.
Cool. Okay, that's it with our question and answer part. And if you liked the video, don't forget to check out Zistow's channel. The link is in the description down below. And that's all for today. Sorry for my illness or sickness. And we're gonna see us next time.
See
Bye.
you later.